Hello and welcome to Jumbula tutorial videos. Today we're going to be reviewing the custom reports. So once you're in a season, you'll be able to click on reports, and then next you can click on custom reports. So let's say at this point you want to run a particular report, which is basically just looking at the profile information of a student. That means when you've created your online forms from, let's say, a default school or a general default, at that point you are using what we call the standard questions. All of these standard questions become part of a participant's profile. And basically at this point, you'll see that all of these individual checkboxes are represented for all the questions that you've collected. What this means is going back to the parent view, if I go to the dashboard, these are now profiles that have been created as an example for a particular family based on the questions that have been collected through a registration. For example, if I go to basic information, then this is information that was gathered through the registration. So going back now to the forms. So again, let's say that in this scenario, you just need to run a particular report where you want to view certain information for that profile. You'll be able to check the boxes that you need and then save that criteria. Now, let's say that in a different scenario from that original default, again, school form or the default general form, you might have created some additional custom questions or added sections. So in that case, you would use this second report. You will still be able to check boxes for all the general information, but you will also be able to record anything that's been, again, added as a custom question. Let's say one scenario could be you've asked for t-shirt information, and that was a new custom question. Or let's say that you might also request, how did you hear about us? So this is a question that, because it's been customized and it's not part of the profile, you will not be able to run that with that first profile report. So again, at this point, and towards the bottom, you'll see you also have some additional under the more information section. Let's say you want to connect this with some transaction details. Let's say you want to look at balance, what was the total discount, what was the paid amount, etc. So you will see that all of these questions are different than what you would be able to select under the profile report. Finally, when you save this criteria, you now can go back to your saved reports. From here, you can always go back and edit, so you can add or remove questions. And when you're ready to go, you'll be able to run the actual report by clicking on the Run button. At that point, it'll always ask if you want to do this for all programs under the season or for a specific selected program. Eventually, once you click Run the report is going to run automatically here on your dashboard. And from here, if you want, you can also click on the Export to Excel, and this would automatically take the report to Excel sheet. Hope this has been useful, and see you soon.